What you're witnessing isn't camera trickery. This is someone who just celebrated their 101st birthday, completing a New York Times crossword puzzle in under 15 minutes, without hesitation or error. How is this possible when 40% of people over 65 struggle to remember where they put their keys? When millions fear their memories slipping away with each passing year? What if everything you've been told about aging and memory decline is fundamentally wrong? What if remembering everything at 101 isn't miraculous, but should be normal? 5 years ago, this same person struggled to remember their grandchildren's birthdays. Today, their mind functions with the sharpness of someone decades younger. Could a simple daily regimen reverse years of cognitive decline? The answer has stunned neurologists and might permanently change how we think about brain aging. Before revealing this breakthrough protocol, you need to understand what's actually happening in your aging brain, because it's not what health experts admit. Why do 1 in 9 adults over 65 experience significant memory problems? Why do 5.8 million Americans live with dementia? And why do doctors simply shrug and say, it happens with age? What if the real culprit isn't age at all? What if it's something completely addressable that nobody's talking about? Inside your brain are billions of neurons forming trillions of connections. Think of them as the most complex electrical network ever created. When you're young, these connections are vibrant and protected. But as you age, something unexpected happens. These connections don't necessarily die, they become inflamed and nutrient-starved. It's like a high-performance car running on contaminated fuel with clogged filters. Have you noticed your thinking is foggiest in the morning? There's a shocking reason for this. During sleep, your brain undergoes critical repair processes that require specific nutrients. Without them, this repair remains incomplete. The revolutionary discovery shaking neuroscience is that this starvation can be reversed with 7 specific compounds that most seniors are critically deficient in, compounds that work synergistically to revitalize neural connections within weeks. 5 years ago, something happened that changed everything for our 101-year-old mental marvel. Imagine forgetting your spouse's birthday after 60 years of marriage. Imagine the embarrassment of calling your grandchild by the wrong name repeatedly. Imagine the creeping fear that your independence is slipping away day by day. What happened next led to a discovery that's transforming how science understands cognitive aging. At a prestigious neuroscience institute, researchers were investigating a phenomenon that defied conventional wisdom. Why do certain centenarians maintain extraordinary cognitive function while others decline decades earlier? The answer wasn't what anyone expected. The difference? 7 specific compounds in their bloodstream at levels 3 to 5 times higher than their cognitively declining peers. Researchers identified what they called the neural renewal complex, 7 compounds that work synergistically to repair neural membranes, reduce inflammation, enhance mitochondrial function, and optimize neurotransmitter production. But here's what was truly revolutionary: these weren't exotic pharmaceuticals. They were naturally occurring compounds that most aging brains become critically deficient in after age 60. When these deficiencies were corrected, cognitive test scores improved by an average of 53% in just 12 weeks. Memory recall, processing speed, and executive function all dramatically enhanced. Now let's examine the precise neural renewal complex that's causing neurologists to rethink everything about brain aging. Did you know your brain cell membranes are constantly degrading with age? This compound literally rebuilds them from the inside out. Phosphatidylserine is a phospholipid that forms the structural foundation of brain cell membranes. After age 60, production drops by approximately 30%, leading to compromised neural communication. Studies show supplementing with 100 mg daily improves memory recall by up to 42% within 12 weeks. But there's something crucial most supplement companies don't tell you. It must be taken with a specific fat to be properly absorbed. Why do brain cells lose energy with age? The answer lies in your cellular power plants, mitochondria, and this compound is their essential fuel. Acetyl-L-carnitine transports fatty acids into mitochondria for energy production. After 60, levels typically decline by 25 to 40%, starving your brain cells of critical energy. Research demonstrates 500 mg daily improves mental energy and processing speed by approximately 37% within 8 weeks. But timing is everything. It must be taken on an empty stomach for maximum absorption. What if a plant used for thousands of years could repair the exact type of memory that typically disappears first with age? Bacopa monnieri contains bacosides that enhance dendritic branching, the physical connections between neurons that form memories. These connections thin by approximately 30% between ages 60 to 80. Clinical studies show 300 mg daily, standardized to 50% bacosides, improves verbal learning and memory formation by up to 46% within 12 weeks. But there's a critical absorption enhancer that most people miss. Did you know your brain's primary messenger system declines dramatically with age? This compound restores communication between brain cells. Alpha-GPC is the most bioavailable precursor to acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter most responsible for learning and memory. Production typically declines 1% per year after 40, creating a 30 to 50% deficit by your 70s. Research shows 250 mg twice daily enhances memory recall and cognitive processing by approximately 28% within just 4 weeks. But it must be combined with the next compound for synergistic effects. Could a mushroom actually stimulate the growth of new brain cells, something once thought impossible in aging brains? Lion's mane contains iridescenes and hericinones that stimulate production of nerve growth factor, a protein that promotes neurogenesis and neural repair. NGF production typically declines 50 to 70% between ages 50 to 80. Studies demonstrate 750 mg daily, standardized to 40% beta-glucans, improves cognitive function by approximately 31% within 16 weeks. The effects become even more pronounced when combined with our next compound. Did you know your brain is 60% fat, and one specific type of fat determines whether your neural communication is lightning fast or frustratingly slow? DHA is an omega-3 fatty acid that forms the conductive neural sheath around brain cells, like insulation around electrical wiring. Levels typically drop 20 to 30% between ages 50 to 70. Research shows 1,000 mg daily improves memory recall and reduces cognitive errors by approximately 47% within 24 weeks. But the source and form determine whether you'll actually absorb it. Could a single vitamin deficiency be silently destroying your brain from within? The research is alarming. Methylcobalamin is the neurologically active form of B12 that reduces homocysteine, a compound that literally damages brain cells. After 60, approximately 43% of people are deficient regardless of diet. Studies show 1,000 micrograms daily improves cognitive performance by approximately 26% within 12 weeks by reducing neurotoxic homocysteine. But here's the critical factor. It must be methylcobalamin, not cyanocobalamin. What makes this protocol truly revolutionary isn't each individual compound. It's their precisely calibrated combination. When these 7 compounds are taken together in specific ratios, something remarkable happens. A synergistic effect where 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 4 but 10. Researchers call this the neural renewal cascade, a precisely timed sequence of biological processes that 1. First repairs damaged neural membranes, 2. Then restores energy production, 3. Enhances neurotransmitter synthesis, 4. Reduces inflammatory compounds, 5. Promotes dendritic branching, 6. Generates entirely new neurons, 7. Creates optimal electrical conductivity. In controlled studies, seniors taking these compounds individually saw modest improvements of 10 to 15% in cognitive tests. But when taken together in the precise protocol, improvements skyrocketed to 53 to 78%. A 3-year study tracking seniors using this protocol revealed something astounding. Not only did they prevent further decline, 83% actually improved their cognitive function year over year, with the most dramatic gains in the 2nd and 3rd years. The 101-year-old you saw at the beginning? 5 years ago, they scored in the 30th percentile for their age on standardized cognitive assessments. Today, they score in the 90th percentile for people 30 years younger. Your transformation protocol. How can you implement this protocol for maximum results? Follow this precise 4-week integration plan. Begin with phosphatidylserine 100 mg and DHA 1000 mg, taken together with a meal containing healthy fats. This initiates the critical membrane repair process necessary for all subsequent improvements. Add acetyl-L-carnitine 500 mg on an empty stomach first thing in the morning and methylcobalamin 1000 micrograms under the tongue before breakfast. This combination jumpstarts cellular energy production. Incorporate alpha-GPC 250 mg twice daily to enhance neurotransmitter production. This is when many people first notice significant improvements in recall and processing speed. Finally, add bacopa monnieri 300 mg and lion's mane 750 mg with breakfast. These compounds initiate the longer-term regenerative processes that continue improving for months. Take the entire protocol within 30 minutes of waking for maximum effectiveness. This timing aligns with your brain's natural repair cycle and dramatically enhances absorption and utilization. The protocol can be adapted for specific situations. For those on blood thinners, reduce DHA to 500 mg and monitor with your doctor. For those with digestive issues, take phosphatidylserine and bacopa with a tablespoon of coconut oil to enhance absorption. For those on memory medications, always consult your doctor, but research shows this protocol often enhances pharmaceutical effects. How will you know it's working? Track these simple metrics. Name recall. Count how many names you can remember from a list of 10 after 5 minutes. Word fluency. Count how many words beginning with S you can list in 60 seconds. Processing speed. Time how long it takes to alphabetize a list of 10 common objects. The questions everyone asks. Let's address what everyone wants to know about this protocol. Most people report improved mental clarity and energy within 10 to 14 days. Word recall typically improves within 3 to 4 weeks. The most dramatic improvements in complex memory and learning ability usually emerge between weeks 8 to 12. Unlike pharmaceuticals, these natural compounds have minimal side effects. Approximately 3% of users report mild digestive discomfort that resolves by taking the supplements with food. About 2% notice temporarily enhanced dream recall. Actually a positive sign of increased REM sleep quality? Absolutely not. Each compound in this protocol has multiple double-blind, placebo-controlled studies backing its efficacy. The specific combinations and dosing protocols are based on research from institutions including Harvard, Stanford, and Oxford. Most people can safely combine this protocol with common medications, but there are few exceptions. Those on blood thinners should monitor with their doctor when adding DHA. Those on anticholinergic medications should adjust alpha-GPC timing. Always consult your healthcare provider. The benefits continue as long as you maintain the protocol. Unlike pharmaceuticals that often lose effectiveness over time, these compounds work by addressing root causes, creating sustainable improvements that often continue enhancing for years. What if cognitive decline isn't inevitable? What if what we call senior moments aren't actually about age at all but about specific deficiencies that almost no one is addressing? The Neural Renewal Protocol represents a fundamental shift in understanding brain aging. It challenges everything we've accepted about decline and offers a practical approach to maintaining, even enhancing, cognitive function at any age. 5 years ago, the person you saw at the beginning struggled with basic memory tasks. Today, at 101, they outperform most 60-year-olds on standardized cognitive tests. This isn't superhuman, it's what human brain function should be when properly nourished. The capacity for cognitive restoration exists within each of us. It simply needs the proper nutritional building blocks that become critically deficient with age. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, you face a choice. Accept foggy thinking and fading memory as inevitable, or begin nourishing your neural networks with a proven protocol that could transform your cognitive function for decades to come. Imagine remembering names instantly. Imagine learning new skills with ease. Imagine maintaining your mental independence regardless of your numerical age. Watch our next video where we reveal the